couple of folks working on an Authors and Expo book fair for the Southside Festival Series. Hakeem Crampton, and local author and publisher of the Chronicle News and publisher of Notes from the Trail, her latest book, Yanis Jackson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you. So, Hakeem, this is, I think, a fifth year for the Expo?
Yes, it is the fifth year of the Expo. Of course, we used to do it right up the street at the Jackson Symphony Orchestra, and now we're doing it on the South Side. Second year on the South Side.
And this is this Saturday.
This Saturday. No, I'll take that back. Third year on the South Side. This Saturday, April 13th.
Okay, Saturday the 13th. And where is it? Tell us all the details.
Yeah, so it's going to be at C-Store and Deli, which is a fabulous, restaurant, mini restaurant here on the South Side on MLK. And it's not been used as much as it should be, and of course we're tapping right into it. They have a wonderful buffet they're going to be serving us that day. It's at 1202 South MLK. And we have a wonderful assortment of local authors from around the state, actually, not just locally here in the 517 Lansing area, but this time we have local authors coming from Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, Detroit, far and wide, such as Yanis, who has joined us today.
And Yanis, you are the author of Notes from the Trail, which I just had a couple seconds to thumb through. It looks pretty interesting, and from what I gather, it's from your trail.
Yes, many years. I started writing that book in 2006, believe it or not. So it's my first time I've published an actual book, and it was a great experience for me.
But you've got experience in publishing. You're a publisher of the Chronicle News.
Yes, sir. The new publisher of the Chronicle News, been around for 38 years this May. So that is quite some time. I actually took the paper over after my father passed in 2022. And so this is part of one of the notes from my trail. And it's come and it's allowed me to focus on some more of my personal endeavors. So it's a new, fresh project for me, I would say. I'm very happy to be here.
Did you intend to be a publisher of a newspaper?
I didn't really know what was going to happen, honestly. I went a traditional path of school, and I worked in corporate America for some time. And my father, he built this business from scratch. And so, of course, I helped out with the family business, and I wrote and did different things. I thought about taking it over, but I had no idea what I was getting into. So I always wanted to be a writer, an author. And so I think that somewhat it is what I've dreamed about since a little girl. Not in newspaper, so to speak, but just in media and communications. So it's a very comfortable space for me.
Perfect. So you have a platform to write, but now with the books, this is maybe the first of more to come.
Yes, I'm already thinking about a second. I hear that it's, someone told me when I was working on the first one, once you get that first one out the way, then it's much easier to go about and publish the second one. And I see now that I've been through the process that it just seems like a natural progression just to have a second book, to have it bigger, to have it better, and reach more people.
Awesome. We'll look forward to that.
Thank you.
Hakeem, you mentioned you're going to feature authors from around the area, Michigan, a little further than past. What is the theme? Are you looking for certain types of authors? Are there certain things that they'll be talking about?
Well, yeah, it's always an opportunity. Southside Festival Series is about focusing on giving people opportunities and having a local authors expo of local authors, local writers, giving them a path to showcase themselves, to have an opportunity to have a book signing. Oftentimes the author can come out and publish their own book but don't have the necessary resources, connections to provide an opportunity to meet and greet their readership. So this really provides that, and this is what this has been built and designed for, to give them a real pathway to meet the community, to meet their readers. And then for our local community, we don't really offer this much, to offer a space for our community to meet authors locally grown from our community and to come out and shake their hand and buy their books.
And you'll be signing autographs and selling your book.
Oh, yeah, of course. I would love to do that.
Tell us a little bit about the Chronicle News.
Well, the Chronicle News was started by my mother and father. They both have passed. My mother passed in 2018, and just 2022, my father passed. But they started this business during the war on drugs. A lot of images at that time of blacks and minorities, just you would see them in the news being taken away in handcuffs. And so there was only this narrative that I believe that most of America would see. And so my parents got together to represent communities and be a voice and to combat the negative stereotypes against people in general, to have a platform and a source of media for the community that's affordable. So we do, we go after corporate sponsorships and things, and we do that to make this an affordable means of media for the community. So we do have our newspaper, we have our website, we have our podcast, which is aired on a local radio station, Stax 92.1 FM. And so we have these elements. It's come and grown just from this paper that started off as cut and paste. I remember my mom used to use X-Acto knives and those glue sticks and put this paper together on this big poster board and take it to the printer. And so now it's come to this point where there's flip books, electronic, and all of this stuff. And I think my father I know he would be so proud of the evolution and the growth of this, not just newspaper now, it's now a media company, and adding on that publishing component as far as books now, not just a mini publication or paper, but just wanting to be a resource to provide an avenue for new authors, taking them through that process now that I have been connecting with people like Hakeem that can help propel authors forward, because we all have a story to tell. And this is the way that I give back to the world. I tell my story, I use my gift. And in that, that is why I'm doing this, the book, the publishing. It's my part of what I'm giving to society.
Awesome. Well, it seems like black media in Michigan is doing pretty well, and one of the success stories, because I think it's been a lot of work to make sure it survives, but it sounds like it's doing well.
Yes, I mean, I think since we have so many different levels of communicating now, we can meet people where they are, whether they like to read a physical newspaper or listen to a podcast, look at something on Facebook or YouTube. Just I'm excited about having these different means to communicate with different people, not just in the Lansing area, but the greater Lansing and beyond, in the U.S. and beyond. We have no barriers with the technology that we have now. So it's just a matter of getting the information out there and connecting communities in a way that we haven't before.
Awesome. All right, anything else people need to know, Hakeem?
No, just come out this Saturday, meet some great local artists, writers. We have Davita Quinn, she's going to be featuring her book. Local artist Michelle Brown, also there. I'm going to be there with all 8 of my titles. So come out this Saturday and enjoy and get some books.
All right, and it's from 12 till 6, so all afternoon long. And is there a cost?
Nope, it's free and open to the public. The cost will just be for the books and the food.
All right, bring money though for your books.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I hope you sell a lot of books.
Me too. Thank you.
Yeah, and I hope you have a nice turnout.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
It is the Southside Festival Series, Local Authors Expo and Book Fair, happening this Saturday, and it's at the C-Store and Deli on MLK Drive in Jackson. Thanks to publisher of the Chronicle News and author of Notes from the Field, Giannis Jackson, and from Southside Festival Series, Hakeem Crampton. Oh.